minded to do a personal video, so I thought I'd do something kind of simple, a little easy. So today I'm doing my top 5 favorite books or book series. And I love to read a lot. Like, you can see my bookshelf. It's right there. It's almost full. And I've always loved to read since I was a little kid. It's always been something that I was really good at and I love doing. And I still love to do it. So here are my top 5 favorite books. Start at number 5. Number 5 would have to be The Red Queen. It's about a girl named Mare, and she lives, at the time she lives, people are separated by their blood. So there's red bloods and there's silver bloods. If you're a silver blood, you're higher up there, you're more considered royalty, and you have special powers, like you could control things with your mind, like fire powers, water powers, earth powers, like all those really cool things. But if you're red blood, you don't. You're like a normal person. You are really poor. It's hard to make a living for yourself and your family if you have a family. But that's just how it is. And the thing is, with this book, it starts where Mare is in the Silver Blood Palace and she's pickpocketing because she needs money for her family. And she's money for her family, and she gets caught, and then the king realizes that the king of everything realizes that she has silver blood powers. So he makes her like a lost princess kind of thing, and it's really weird how he plays it all in, but he sets her up as a lost princess, and that's how the story basically works out. My 4th favorite book would have to be Glass Dallas. It's really good. It's basically a journal. And it's about this girl. I think it starts out when she's 15. I want to say 15. And it's about how she gets hooked on drugs. She goes to a party one night and she gets they do this stupid thing at a party where they serve out drinks and some of them have LSD in them. And that's how she got hooked. I mean, she started doing like the big stuff. Like, she started out with like little things, but then she started moving up. She dropped out of high school. And basically what ends up happening is she dies. She overdoses. Where she ends her diary, she ends up coming back home, living with her family. Everything seems all happy, but then epilogue, it says that she died 2 weeks later of an overdose. They don't know if it was because of all the drugs she had taken in the past or if she was taking drugs then, but that's how it ends. My 4th favorite book would have to be the Percy Jackson series. I have loved this series so much. It's not even a joke. I love it. It's about a kid named Percy. He always gets kicked out of school. He always gets in trouble. He has like ADHD, all that stuff. And it's about him and his mom. His dad's not there. He thinks his dad isn't there. And what ends up happening is Percy ends up being a demigod, half human, half a god. His dad is Poseidon, and he goes to Camp Half-Blood and that's where when he goes to Camp Half-Blood, he learns that his dad is Poseidon. That's where he learns, because in the beginning they just knew he was a demigod. They didn't know who his dad was, because a lot of demigods don't find their parents, so it's really rare when someone does. So he found out that his dad was Poseidon. They think Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon are all like turning against each other. They're all like in a fight, and Zeus thinks that Poseidon had Percy steal his lightning bolt, and it's just it's a really cool storyline. It's a really cool plot. I love it. 2nd favorite book would have to be Dorothy Must Die. I got it, I want to say 2 weeks ago. I got it about 2 weeks ago, and it's so good. It's like set up like the Wizard of Oz, except her name's Amy, and she goes to Oz, taken by a tornado, goes to Oz. Oz isn't the same. It's all like bleak and like the Munchkins aren't there. Like nothing seems like it would be in the, like, the storybooks. What happens is they say that Dorothy left and she went back to Kansas, but Glinda the Good Witch brought her back because Dorothy didn't like how she was being treated back in Kansas. So her and Dorothy ruled, and Dorothy became evil, started using all the magic for herself, started becoming annoying, like everything needed to be about her kind of person. And that's when everything went down the toilet. And now it's Amy. It's up to Amy and the Revolutionary Order of the Wicked to save Oz. But like, there's so many like plot twists and stuff. It's crazy. It has a second book. This one's called The Wicked Roar Eyes. It's really good. It ended really weird. Like, I'm not sure if she ended it so that there's a third book coming, or if she ended it just so you could let your mind wander a little bit, like kind of make up your own ending. I don't know. I hope there's a third book because it's really good. Okay, top book is actually a book series. So is the Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson has like 5 books, I think. Yeah, 5 books. This one is called the series is called The Moral Instruments. This one, the first one's called The City of Bones, and I love this series so much. I have read the entire series, I want to say at least 6 times. In this series there's 6 books, and I've read each of them like about 6 times. I love it so much. It's about a girl named Clary, and she goes to this teen club one night and finds these 3 weird people. She sees them end up killing something non-human, and it just goes from there. She finds out that she's like one of them because they're not human. The things themselves aren't human. They're called shadow hunters, and it's so good. They fight off demons. They save the world. It's so good. I love it so much. Like, I recommend this book series. Like, it's so good. I love it. Okay, so that's it. Those are my top 5 favorite books. If you guys would like this video, subscribe to become a band member today. It'd mean a lot to me and the rest of the band members. We'd appreciate it a lot. So, bye guys.